In the southern part of Cambodia, there are two beautiful contrasting little towns. You've got Kampot and Kep. Kampot is a very tranquil town on a beautiful river with high, luscious mountains, incredible kayaking in some of the most beautiful river systems and deltas in Southeast Asia, unique night markets, plus many more, which we'll get into in this video. And then there's Kep, which is a coastal town with beautiful beaches, incredible sunsets. So strap in for a really nice, beautiful, scenic, and unique part of Cambodia. I'd also like to say that this video is brought to you by Squarespace. More about them later in the video. Hello, welcome back to Cambodia. Now, if you're coming to Kampot and even the coastal town of Kep, then this video is going to be useful for you because I'm going to show you what it's like down here, what there is to see, what there is to experience. Kampot is a very popular, but also quite chilled out, relaxed town here in the southern coast of Cambodia. It's a nice part of the country actually, and I'm really looking forward to sharing with you some of the highlights today in this video. So the first thing that I've done this morning is wake up early and drive all the way up to the top of the mountains that overlook Kampot. If you look, I'm on the edge of this kind of granite stone cliff edge here. And this whole area, as you can see from the drone footage, it's quite strange looking, right? So let me quickly explain. This is a disused, forgotten, abandoned French resort town up on the mountains where it's a lot cooler. And to be fair, the drive up here was fantastic, and I'll share with you some of the highlights on the way down, because in the morning I was just driving up and I was fighting the cold. It was freezing getting up here. So let me show you a little bit more around here, the summit, and then we'll go back down into Kampot town itself. We'll explore what's to do there, and then I'll take you to Kep in the afternoon, the beautiful beach of Kep. So yeah, if you do make it to Kampot, I really recommend you come up here to the national park. It's a really interesting place. Not only fantastic views, but there's so much history up here. This is a disused French resort town that was abandoned during the war, and they've left lots of beautiful retro hotel buildings. There's a gorgeous church up here, and as I'll show you on the way back down into the city itself, there was so many beautiful things and places to stop. I just came a little bit early in the morning when it was a little bit cold. So on our way down, when it's a bit hotter, I'll share with you the gorgeous scenes on the road up to the national park. The second thing that I really liked on the way up was this beautiful statue of Buddha. I've never actually seen a statue look like that, with dark hair and that colouring. It's very different to the ones that you would see in Thailand typically. But what a fantastic little stop, and enjoy the view. The statue has an incredible viewpoint. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, beautiful. And let me show you another cool stop on this beautiful road. The other one that I really love is the waterfalls. There's like 2 or 3 just like this as you're driving along the windy, twisty roads. You've got the beautiful pine tree forests and waterfalls cascading over the rocks as you're driving up the national park, which is just lovely and completely free. Just keep your eye on the road. nice. This is actually the next reason as well. Because it is a national park, there's loads of monkeys. And you have to be careful, of course. Yeah, you have to be careful, obviously, that you don't run over the monkeys. Most of the big ones kind of just sit and chill. But the little ones and the mummies they're quick to jump away from you, which is nice. But the big alphas, you see them? I think they're scared of my scary, noisy exhaust. Can't really get that close. So yeah, the fourth thing that I really like is getting to see lots of wildlife for free. Okay, I've made it down to the bottom of the mountain pass, and this is the final thing that I love and that you'll enjoy if you come up here, and that is just the views and the countryside, the windy roads, the luscious green mountains, the blue skies. Just so nice to get out of the big cities like Phnom Penh, Siem Reap, and see a little bit of the Cambodian countryside and these beautiful mountains. Mountains in Cambodia, isn't that a nice change of pace? And if you're wondering about, you know, your driving abilities, this is a very easy road to drive. A beginner renting a scooter, maybe not, it shouldn't be your first ever time, but you don't worry if you've just got limited experience. I would say that this road is similar to, I don't know if you've ever driven up to Doyle in Chiang Mai, but it takes about an hour. There's very little traffic. The surface is very good. The turns are quite easy, and there's a few little cheeky hairpins. So it's a lovely hour drive up into those mountains. And early this morning it was a bit nippy, so maybe wrap up a little bit if you're coming early in the morning. But now that the sun's come out and it's lunchtime, it's beautiful. And speaking of lunch, let's head into Kampot and sample some of the local cuisine. Yeah, it's just a short drive back from the national park down into Kampot itself, and you get to cross this lovely historical and slightly dodgy and rickety iron bridge. Once you make your way back into town, you'll see this big durian roundabout. It's kind of the centerpiece of the town. Not that interesting during the day, but don't worry, we'll come back here in the evening because there's lots of surprises in store in this area of Kampot in the evening. And yeah, I pulled in and had a local Cambodian curry. The food in Cambodia has been good. It's not as good as Thailand, but yeah, it was spicy and it was doing the job. And then we headed upstream, away from the wider parts of the river, into the more intimate green canal systems that Kampot's famous for a little bit of afternoon kayaking. And what you're about to see is actually one of the highlights of Cambodia in my entire trip around the country, so take note, because this is something extremely memorable and something you don't want to miss if you come to Kampot. If you need a professional looking website for your business, then please check out Squarespace. These are the guys that I use and they offer a fantastic service. Not only was my website really easy to set up and to constantly maintain, but there are lots of other reasons why Squarespace is incredible. You can set up a member area, which is a great way to add revenue to your business. You can put videos, online courses, maybe newsletters behind a paywall and yeah, generate more revenue. I'm actually in the process of filming and creating some video courses, teaching people how to make good travel videos and upload them to YouTube, and they'll be coming on my website soon through one of the member areas. So head over to squarespace.com for a completely free trial and create your website, and then when you're ready to publish and to purchase your domain, head over to squarespace.com/Paddy Doyle to get 10% off. Okay, after a nice nap in those hammocks and a coconut, we're now going to kayak. I've actually, for the first time in my life, got a kayak that's correct. This is a single person kayak. It's quite snug, it fits around you, and I feel very stable. And down here is like a labyrinth of canal systems, palm trees, almost exactly what we wanted to find when we were in southern Vietnam. Do you remember when I tried to go on that Delta tour and the whole thing turned into a nightmare? I think this might be our redemption, because yeah, it looks beautiful. How nice is this? Look at this. It's peaceful, it's quiet, it's beautiful. This is exactly what I wanted when I thought we were gonna go to the Mekong Delta in Vietnam. But we found it in Cambodia eventually. Do you know, I thought, honest to God, that I would hate this, because kayaking has always been my nemesis. I always get injured, stuff always breaks, and I just always have some form of nightmare. But because this kayak is like literally snug as a rug, like it's giving me support on my back, it's like cradling my arse cheeks. I'm not getting cramp in my thighs like I normally do. And this is definitely the best kayaking I've ever done in my entire life. And we're only 10 minutes in. This is worth coming to Kampot for. Kayaking in the mangroves, darling, in Kampot, Cambodia. On my gap year. Yes, darling. Absolutely splendid. Oh, there's a cool breeze. Come at me, breeze. Have a listen to these palm trees just swaying in the wind. The only thing this experience is missing, this pristine connection with nature in one of the most beautiful parts of the whole planet, is a really big group of annoying teenagers. Hello. Uh-oh. It seems as though you can stay here as well. There are nice little wooden cabins here. Best thing I've done in Cambodia. Oh, except for going on the tuk-tuk with Cowboy. What an experience this is. This is truly special. But I need to pee, so... And I want to take you to Kep. So let's hit the road, Jack. And the sun is going down, so let's make haste. But yes, loving it. So welcome to the beach. It's technically not in Kampot. It's about a 25-kilometer drive. Me and Zelda just finished it. A nice drive along the coast to a place called Kep Beach. And Kep is a little town actually right on the coastline. It's very famous for seafood, very famous for blue swimmer crabs, sorry. And look, the beach, this is the only beach we'll see in Cambodia, believe it or not. Because even though in the distance there is an island, that's Pho Quoc, which is actually the Vietnamese island that we never made it to because I was just absolutely knackered and totally over traveling Vietnam after 2 months of hard slog. So I never made it to that island. But that island over there is actually Vietnam, and we would need a whole new visa to get there. I do want to go over here. There looks like a beautiful statue, maybe of a mermaid, I'm not sure. Let's go take a closer look. Hello. Okay, here she is. Now she's topless, so YouTube better not demonetize me. Sadly, there's no information that I can see. But she's not a mermaid. She's a sunbathing goddess. And she's got a great view as she overlooks the whole beach. Every night she gets a sunset. And she gets her adoring fans, whoever she is, coming here for beautiful sunset selfies. I'm gonna enjoy the sunset, you know. And then I'll take you into Kampot once more for the final segment of the video. And one of the highlights of Kampot, I've seen it getting ready all day today and yesterday when I arrived. And it looks like it'll be good fun. Hope Miss P doesn't get jealous of me admiring this lady. You know, at this point I think it's worth mentioning that I had heard quite a lot of negativity about Cambodia as a traveller destination, as a budget backpacker spot by other travellers. In places like Laos, Vietnam and even in Thailand, I'd heard people say that Cambodia was the worst of the lot when it came to travelling around, and I couldn't disagree more. There's something really special about Cambodia, and I've loved every second here. It's quite hard to explain, but I think the way that the people here have gone through so much and remain so positive, just, for me, makes Cambodia truly special. The smiles on the faces, the unpretentious, laid-back way of life. Cambodia is certainly not a great place if you're a high-maintenance traveller. It can be a bit rough around the edges, but for me, Cambodia has been incredible. And this sunset and this environment here on the coast of Cambodia really made me realise that this place is special and not to be missed. That was a lovely sunset, wasn't it? Really nice experience. A sunset across the sea in Cambodia. That's a nice change of pace. Now, we've come back to the Durian roundabout. Do you remember when we saw this earlier? Except now look at the difference. This place is beautiful. It's lit up just right. There's a nice warm light coming off these gorgeous lanterns. And the locals have come out. You know, this is quite typical of Southeast Asia. The local people sort of disappear during the daylight hours and appear at night time. They're very much like bats on the hunt for insects to eat. And if you've seen some of the footage of what they actually do eat here in the night markets, that's not far from the truth. But I'm glad that they've come out because it gives this whole town a whole different atmosphere. Kampot is a bit of a sleepy, dusty town during the day. So let's absorb some of the atmosphere at night, find some dinner, and I'll share with you a beautiful spot here in the evening lights. I rarely share with you the night markets and the nightlife. I can't actually remember the last time that I've ever really taken the camera out after dark off the top of my head. Because, you know, when I'm driving around these locations on Zelda, I start early, I drive all day, it takes me a lot of time to get from place to place. When the sun's gone down, I'm normally tapping out and I normally go to bed early. To be honest, I'm quite boring. But tonight I'm going to show you a little bit of the vibes. Hello, hello, hello. There's a bit of action going on here. Kids fair. I think we should give the big cock a ride. Do you fancy a ride on the big cock? I think these guys are up for it. Okay, here we go. I like the ride was already going and he was like, no, I want to get on. And he just jumped on. This is actually quite scary. Oh, a bug just went in my mouth. Oh, God. Give the cock a kiss. I don't want to go on again. Oh no, I'm good. I'm gonna throw up. That was actually quite good fun, but I do feel a bit sick and my arse is a bit sore. Okay, this market's quite good fun. It's mainly clothes, mainly shoes, fake handbags and t-shirt. There is quite a bit of food here knocking about, so I've just ordered a fried rice with some beef, something simple. There wasn't anything that exciting, other than banana Fanta. Look, it's actually banana flavored. This has to be really bad, right? There's no way this is gonna be good. This is gonna be really sweet and really bad. I just know it, but I had to try. Oh my God, smell it. Oh, you know when you get pick and mix? And you know the banana pick and mix? The like dry, but quite moreish, yellow, sweet, right? You know what I'm talking about. It smells exactly like that. It tastes great! Tastes better than it smells. Oh. I think after this fried rice, I think I'm ready for a bit of Netflix and chill.